This video will cover the trait approach of personality psychology. The summary was made by me, and the source of this content is from Macquarie University Sci 234 course. So to begin with, the Lexical Hypothesis was proposed by Allport, and it was a method in which Allport used to define and list traits. There were 17,000 words in total that he found in order to describe the traits of individuals. Eysnck's three-factor account includes extroversion or introversion, in which individuals enjoy spending time with others or by themselves. There's neuroticism or normality, which is the emotional stability of an individual, and there is psychoticism, which is the anti-conventional dimension, where their behaviors go against what is normal in society. Ascending reticular activating systems, or ARAs. Basically, this proposed the idea that introverts produce a lot of stimulation alone. Thus, when they are present with others, they become overstimulated. Extroverts, on the other hand, produce very few stimulation alone, becoming understimulated, thus seeking others out. They seek others in order to increase their decreased level of stimulation. This affects our attention systems, energy levels, wake, sleep, and consciousness, and involves many different nuclei in the brain. The five-factor theory model, or FFM, was proposed by Costa and McRae in 1985, which includes the traits of openness to experience, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism, and they can be further subdivided into 25 items. These traits are culminated into the acronym OCEAN. So, openness to experience is pretty obvious, but individuals with high conscientiousness are more organized, dependable, self-disciplined, dutiful, focused, and even stubborn. While, on the other hand, low conscientiousness levels in individuals culminates in laziness, unfocused, etc., etc. Agreeableness is defined as an individual being compassionate and friendly, while individuals who are not agreeable, they are detached and challenging, maybe even antisocial. Characteristic adaptations. What the trait influences can include attitudes, thoughts, feelings, goals, and self-concept. Personality traits can even affect behavior as a result. The evolutionary benefits of traits. These include preparedness, in which we have certain innate fears or phobias to said something in order to aid survival. We also have perceptual biases, in which spotting differences as opposed to similarities can also help us aid survival, and preferences, which are physical appearances and mate selection, which also helps survival. Each of these traits have their own benefits and costs. Personality disorders, or PDS, are enduring patterns of thinking, feeling, acting, or relating. There are maladaptive personality traits, or rather the opposites to these big five traits. The opposite of openness is psychoticism, in which an individual becomes closed-minded to new ideas, new experiences, new behavior, etc. Conscientiousness, the opposite of which is disinhibition, in which the individual speaks their mind and acts on their impulses. Extroversion's opposite is detachment, in which an individual is highly introverted, highly shy. Agreeableness, the opposite of that is antagonism, in which the individual is against others. The maladaptive trait that results from neuroticism is negative affectivity, in which individuals feel anxious or depressed all the time. So in summary, we looked at Allport's lexical hypothesis. We then covered Eysnck's three-factor theory model. Afterwards, we looked at ascending reticular activating systems, about the difference in energy levels between introverts and extroverts. We then covered the five-factor theory model, such as openness to experience, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism. We also looked at characteristic adaptations, the evolutionary benefits of traits, which involve preparedness, perceptual biases, preferences, and we also looked at personality disorders, which result from the maladaptive personality traits. So yeah, thanks for watching. I would recommend watching the next video, in which I talk about how all these different personality theories are integrated together into one cohesive picture.